That's not what he had in mind, and they'll give up good field position as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Line gets set, first down. The toss sweep to the right. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? But if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. There was a time when if you had a guy who runs like he does, that you move him to a different position. Not anymore, man. These quarterbacks can run and throw.
Yeah, back in my time, I was throwing to guys like that. I certainly wasn't moving like it, but boy, oh boy, you hold your breath every time he takes off because that guy might be the fastest player on the field.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Open space at the 25. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
And the Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. On first down, here comes this offense.
Timeout, Rutgers.
Calls his own number. He has the first and still on his feet. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
You just hold your breath every time this QB keeps the football in the running game. And with his speed, he's a threat to hit the home run every time he totes the rock.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Going up top on first down. Gets it out quickly. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, You get to know each other. You go to the other school. Like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go and make a statement today.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And he tacks on the extra point. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. First down here for the offense. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Brown wants to pass. He's got his man. Turns it on in midfield. Got a lot of running room. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Arizona. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He gets a block. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Rutgers. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No, no, no. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Inside the 30. The 10. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And he added the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Finds the tight end. At the 45 on its way. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open.
And he intercepts it. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys.
Can anyone catch him? At the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Number 13.
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Iowa is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Niall Kinnick among the legends to wear that uniform. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Iowa State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his second of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Brown will throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Going to take a shot at this DB. Makes a catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
The Wildcats look to keep this drive humming. Hand off from the shotgun. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Offense gets set for second down.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Arizona 28, Rutgers 21.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Open runway ahead. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Arizona!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Rutgers 21.
He's going to bring it out from deep. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
First and 10.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. A really smart pull and run by that quarterback.
Wherever your eyes are supposed to be for you to do the read option, put your eyes there. He comes aggressively, boom, I pull that football, I run down the field and make big plays. So it's as simple as that. I'm not saying it's easy, but it's that simple. Put your eyes where they belong.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. At the 35, he's got room. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
Well, I think the offense on that third down was just hoping to turn around, give it to the big fella, and let him go get the first, but he got a whole lot more than that. That was a nice job getting to the open field and generating an explosive play.
And the Scarlet Knights with the 1st and 10. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. The give to the big fullback. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
So far, everything's just seemed to work for this offense when they've wanted to run the football. Regardless of what down and distance it is, they're able to get it done. Up front, getting a lot of push, and these backs are finding the holes.
The Scarlet Knights are flying down the field. Quarterback checking off. He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires into traffic. It's picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. They'll run the toss. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Well, short yardage situation, they decide to go with the toss play, and nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that first.
Brown wants to pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number one, right? Every single game you go into last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man.
Scarlet Knights will take over. First and 10.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
On second down, he's looking downfield. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
The option look. Quick toss. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
Rutgers.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. Now the toss. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
They go to the ground. Finds a crease at the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Arizona. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Baylor has the lead right now, but even though we've heard sick 'em a bunch, this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside McLean Stadium. They're up by 7 over the Sharks. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. From the shotgun, they'll run it. On the move is the 30. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to find his man on first down. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He fires one deep over the middle. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Made that play and was hoping to make another one on the return, but they'll take it in business at the 41.
3rd and Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down, makes the big mistake.
Brown will throw it. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
He's going to take off. Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Got enough space. Touchdown, Arizona. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown.
21.
Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Arizona set to start this second half. They'll kick it off. Out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum.
The expressway is wide open. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd and he'll house it. Touchdown, Rutgers! On to attempt the try. Smashes it through for the PAT. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
This offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. This feels like a pivotal moment. Get the ball back on the punt. You need to put points on the board on this drive.
Yeah, it's a sense of urgency right now has got to be high for this offense. Trailing the way they are here, David, they've got to be able to put something together, score some points, and build confidence.
Yeah, it's not panic time, but you do want to build that confidence and find something that you can do well to start to build on. I think this offense is starting to figure themselves out a little bit.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, and he just decided to take off.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He'll pull it on the read. Across the 25, he's got room. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
To the ground with the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. The Scarlet Knights in the hurry-up. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. They'll try to power it in. Worked on the touchdown. Might as well do the same thing on the two-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Bones.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Toss sweep right. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No serve, no moss, get it together.
They've got the screen set up. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision.
Well, on third down, they go to the running back screen. They're able to get a couple of yards, but not enough for the first. What do?
Arizona runs out the punt team.
In punt formation to kick it away.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down.
Scarlet Knights will take over. 1st and 10.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to... Drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion. yardage.
Really nice job by the cornerback. Hey, a lot of cornerbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, yeah, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
Looking to pass on second down. Finds his tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Toss sweep to the right. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Brown wants to pass. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
A loss of 9 on the play. Defense has stepped up. It's 4th down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Arizona 52, Rutgers 36.
The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. We've got a timeout from the kicking team.
Arizona.
Arizona runs out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got it. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps its drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Pulls his way forward. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wide receiver shows motion. A run for the quarterback. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Toss to the outside. Touchdown, Wildcats. And the stomping has commenced.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And it was closed out by the fantastic 25-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit about to go to work. Going for the return. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by just 15. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. He'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with the W.
Little touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 25.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
The give and tick, 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 tick. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the 4th quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get conservative. They want to eat that clock. You got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights! What a great play! What a huge moment for this defense!
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football, looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Texas State is just getting blown off the field right now. And at this rate, I'm not sure this won't get worse. They're trailing by 17 to UTSA. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Just plowing ahead. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. Pass to 45. There he goes to the right. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And all the hard work and commitment pays off, getting their first win of the season. Really impressed how they came out. After starting the season 0-2, they knew this was going to be a physical game, and they came ready to go on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
51.
From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. On the option. He'll pitch it. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Wide out in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Crosses the 30. And he's running in the open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt a defense. You got to throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out in space and let him go to work.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw it. It's complete on the right side. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. He's going to run it. Open space at the 25. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't.
And that one is picked off in the end zone. Takes it the other way. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game. The defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offense has been just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough